I'm Grace Torie, and you're listening to That Girl, the podcast. Grab a beverage of choice and settle in, because the new episode is starting now. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Grace Torie, and I'm back with a whole new podcast episode. If you did not see Sunday's episode, then you may not know that this is part 2 of the Hot Girl Summer episodes that I am doing. Well, you probably do know because it's in the title. But part 1, which is the one I posted previously, is all about tips and advice to live your best hot girl summer. And then this episode is all about fashion, as well as must-haves and essentials, whether that's activities, items, whatever it may be, to have the best summer. So you don't have to listen to them in chronological order, but make sure to go back and listen to that one after, because I personally think it was a really, really good episode that had some really helpful information. But of course, I'm a little biased. So yeah, before we jump into this week's episode, of course, I have to do my life update. There is a lot going on behind the scenes that I can't really talk about yet, so I'm very, very busy, but I can't tell you about any of it yet. However, I'm really excited for when I can tell you about it. Just know what's happening. But also, my best friend was here getting some stuff done at the university, so we stopped and got lunch together, so that was really good. I missed her. I haven't seen her since her wedding, which was a whole month ago, pretty much, like 3 weeks ago, which is crazy. Time is flying, but it was really good to see her. I definitely needed some advice with her, or from her, and wanted to fill her in on everything going on. And of course, I loved hearing about everything she had going on and how married life is going. So that was super great to do that. And obviously, I love every second that I'm with her. I love how you can probably hear the bunnies in the background just fighting over hay. Ignore them. They're just on one. Genuinely. I'm also buying gym tile to cover the carpet in this my office / their room, because I'm so tired of just cleaning the carpet from them. And they're litter trained. It's not like they do anything bad, but it's just the hair from them shedding and the constant anxiety of them going to do something bad. It's driving me crazy. So I'm biting the bullet, and I'm just gonna put some ugly tile in here until we move, since we're less than a year out from moving, hopefully. So I'm working on that this week too, but just a lot going on, super busy, other than the stuff I can't tell you about. I don't know. I'm still waiting for my Bronco to get here. My horse has getting her feet done. The dentist is coming, and then the vet already came this week, so I have a lot going on there. But yeah, other than that, I'm just trying to stay sane. I meditated last night for a while, and that was honestly so calming. I went to bed at 8, but I really, really, really strongly advise that. I can send you any meditations you may want if you're new and you don't know what to do first. Definitely just message me. I'm That Girl the Pod at Instagram and TikTok, on both of those platforms. I'm also linked down below. This isn't even a plug. I genuinely just want to help you if you need advice on meditation or literally anything else. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my life updates. Before I jump in, this is a plug. Don't forget to follow on any platform you're on, as well as subscribe on YouTube, or leave a rating and review leave a rating and review. Those literally skyrocket this podcast mean the absolute world to me. Don't forget to share with your besties so that they can live their best hot girl summer too. And with that being said, let's jump on into the episode. So I think we're going to talk about fashion, and then we're going to do essentials / must-haves after, because that's the order I wrote it in. First thing I'm going to talk about is colors. Just kind of the colors that come to mind when I think of this summer and what's going to be poppin'. So hot pink / fuchsia and deep orange, I think, are definitely going to be very prominent, with some yellow in there. I think that lavender is going to be big, and just overall light colors, light, very bright colors. I think in the spring it's more pastel, but in the summer we can be a little bit more fun and funky and all that. But it's definitely going to be on the lighter side of things. I don't see black or darker colors doing well. Some summers they do trend, and you can see some dusty dark colors, and it's very grungy. I don't know. I feel like grunge has trended for a couple summers, but I don't see that happening this summer. Obviously, if you still wear that, go off, queen, but that's just what I'm I'm feeling for the colors this year based on what I've seen. The words that come to mind when I think of describing fashion this summer is funky, fun, dainty a little bit, not as delicate as the springtime, but still very like feminine. But just very like fun, almost like 70s vibes, like graphics, a lot of graphics. So very excited. Now we're just gonna get into random things that I see being very popular. The first thing I see is like halter top, that top, like that cut of like the halter top. That is already kind of coming, but I see it a lot. Maybe with the thick straps, but also with thinner straps. Also, fun hair clips. So like claw clips as well as hair clips that are like cute designs and colors. So I've seen some cute claw clips that are literally in the shapes of people's dogs. Obviously, there's the flowers, the butterflies, all of those. I think that those are going to be super, super popular. The bright colors are going to be super popular. I like the marble ones. I think those are going to stay popular. They're just not going anywhere. I have one in my hair right now that's a thick hair one, and I absolutely love it. I'm kind of glad these are staying. I also think that big graphic patterns, I kind of mentioned this, but whereas like in the springtime floral patterns were kind of popping, I think they're still gonna pop, but the patterns that are really gonna get the attention are gonna be big patterns, like where it's a pattern of flowers, but the flowers are like each 2 inches in diameter. You know what I'm talking about? They're more 70s like vibes. I feel like it's gonna be very much that, like more, I don't want to use the term in your face, but kind of fun, very funky, fresh, just that vibe. People are going to be really experimenting. Crocheting is coming back, and so people are like crocheting their stuff. It's a good time. In terms of hair, like what hairstyle is going to be popular, I think the beach waves and then super messy curls are what's going to be in for that time being. Just super easy to do. You can throw your hair in braids, you can choose to crimp it, you can do whatever. Just that very beach wavy natural curl is what is going to be the vibe. Also, fun beads, like whether that's a beaded necklace, a beaded bracelet, braided into your hair. I think that's going to be super, super popular. I've already seen it from when I've gone out and stuff. People just like braiding those fun little beads from bracelet sets into their hair. So that's definitely going to be a thing. In addition to beads, I've already seen pearls coming up, like people wearing pearls in their hair, like sticking them to their hair. And I've also seen them on outfits, just like anything like that that's fun and fresh. Not me hitting the mic. Fun like that. I also see it in makeup. Like people are literally lining where you would put liner with little pearls, and I think that's so cute. And I'm just really excited to see like what comes out of that and how that continues to evolve throughout the summer. Also, one thing I've seen so much of is hair tinsel. So fun. I want to get some right now, but not yet. You gotta wait, you know? I feel like I have too much going on where I just can't get hair tinsel. But also, one thing, I don't know if it's coming back, but the hairstylists are saying it is, like the ones that I'm friends with. Feathers in your hair. Do you guys remember when you get like feathers put in your hair? Apparently those are trending again, slowly. I don't think they're going to be a huge trend. I think the hair tinsel is where it's at, but I do know that people are starting to do that again. Like I think they did them at Disney, but they're super cute. And I think that they're starting to come back slowly. One thing I definitely predicted coming back that is not going anywhere, I said this would be big, I think spring, if not winter, is bows in your hair. Just like tying bows in your hair, whether that's with a string, whether that's a pre-made bow. Definitely bows in the hair is here, and I actually really like them. I'm really excited for them, and I'm happy about that because I love them. Lighter denims. I think that if you wear denim, it's definitely going to be light. Definitely like denim shorts are stable. They're not going anywhere. But the light ones are more in style than the dark denim. And then, like I mentioned, light and bright colors in general. people just want to be brightened up. Like, after the winter, and for some people it's been kind of a crazy spring, I think the bright colors are just what everyone needs. Also, overalls, another fun one, whether that's long ones, short ones, denim, patterns. Fun overalls are in, and I'm so excited because I have at least one pair of overalls, and I haven't worn them because, like, they haven't really been in style. But sis, they're here. They're here. They're here. And just like the pearls and the fun beads, I think there's something else that we honestly can thank Taylor for, like Taylor Swift, because the Eras tour has really inspired this. Also, Lizzo just came here, so I don't know about it anywhere. I don't know if she's like actually touring, but she just came here. And it really inspired the fashion is glitter. Like, glitter everywhere. I have seen so much diamonds and glitter and fun vibes since the Eras Tour started, and I think it is low-key influencing people's fashion, not just for the Eras Tour, but in general. I think people are seeing people get dressed up for the Eras Tour and being like, oh, that's cute, and then just wearing it, and it's so cute. It's like giving 70s, like a fun disco, is what the glitter's giving, and I'm just very excited about it. Like, so excited about this. I'm not even kidding. So, thanks, Taylor. Hope I can go to your concert. Next is tote bags. Just like anything from a cream tote bag to a colored tote bag. I think the cream ones are honestly trending the most, but any tote bag you have is cute. Yay for sustainability. I feel like these are going to be the move. People are kind of carrying them instead of purses. Like, they'll just throw their wallet, their camera, their phone, maybe a book in there, and then go to the park or go run errands. And honestly, love that. I love how people are really using them and making them versatile. So, fun times. One thing that is low-key becoming a fashion statement that I did not think would go over this well is those Apple headphones Max, the big headphones. They are definitely becoming a fashion statement. I'm seeing them all over Pinterest. People are just throwing them on with one-piece, like, workout outfits, and I love them. I kind of almost want a pair now. People have kind of convinced me, especially maybe, like, if I was still in college, like, going to the library, I would so want a pair because you could just block everybody out. I low-key would really want a pair. I don't know if I'm brave enough to wear them to the gym or to run like some people do because I'm scared of getting kidnapped. But I definitely think that they're cute, and you convinced me, I guess. Next, I think something that's going to come back is seashell necklaces. Do you guys remember those? I think that especially if you live in beachy areas, people are definitely going to start wearing seashell necklaces in the summer if they aren't already. And I'm kind of excited for that. It's bringing me back to my childhood. One thing that's kind of been a thing for a little while, but it's definitely not going anywhere, so I feel like I need to mention it, is the coastal cowgirl thing. I ride horses, and like a lot of my friends literally graduated college and are real life cowgirls, like out west right now. So when I hear coastal cowgirl, it kind of makes me cringe because, like, y'all, I don't think people realize that cowgirls still exist. Like, you can literally be a cowgirl full time. So when I see that people are like, oh, I'm a cowgirl, and it's like this dainty little outfit, I'm like, ooh, no. But that's just a me thing. Like, I'm not making fun of anyone, but it just kind of like makes me cringe personally since I have so much experience in it. But like, obviously, like, do your thing. But I also am still going to participate. Like, you best believe I'm going to get a cute little hat. Cute. I want white cowgirl boots so bad. But just like vibe it out. But cowgirl boots, and cowgirl hats are definitely trending with the coastal cowgirl vibes. One thing that I don't think is going to trend a lot, but I've seen it a tiny bit, so I guess I'll mention it, is like cow print. I honestly would say to stay away from it, but I think it's gonna kind of maybe trend in the form of like phone cases and stuff. I don't think it's gonna be like on clothing, but I think it'll be small little things like that. One thing I've seen is boots with skirts and dresses, and I think this is gonna stay, whether that is riding boots, cowgirl boots, heeled boots, stiletto boots, tall boots with skirts and dresses. I've seen them everywhere. And I think they're definitely here to stay for the summer, especially if you're trying to make more of a fashion statement. Like if you're more of a fashionista and you've got like the complete look, I expect to see this in your wardrobe at some point. In addition to that, blazers, but like blazers in cute light colors, whether that's a blazer over a dress, a blazer with some light jeans and a statement top. Definitely have seen a lot of blazers, and I think that people are wearing them as more than just like office wear now. Like they're not just something you see in the office, they are fashion statements. But I think light ones like light pinks, white, baby blue. I don't think baby blue so much in the summer, but the pink and the white will, especially in places where it doesn't get as hot. Lace trim, not lace, but things trimmed with lace. Whether that is a tank top that has lace trim, whether that's a dress that has a lace trim. Lace in the form of trim that's just like not taking over, but like maybe lace with some silk mainly is trending. I kind of mentioned this with the headphones already, but monochrome workout sets with fanny packs. So maybe like a black workout set with a orange fanny pack, or a hot pink workout set with a white fanny pack. Things like that are definitely trending. Girlies want to be comfy. Girlies want to be on the go. And if girlies aren't out, like if girlies are just out running errands, this is definitely a vibe. In terms of makeup, guys, do not shoot the messenger. If you are a big makeup girly, please don't shoot the messenger here. But I'm not seeing very much face makeup lately. I don't think anyone is going to be wearing makeup this summer. It's kind of been fading out for a while, and it's obviously still a thing for like events and stuff, but when it comes to every day, I think it's gonna be very, very, very minimal. We've seen this with like the trending of skin tint and like people just not really wearing eyeliner that much. And I kind of talked about the same thing in spring, but it's even less now that it's summer than it was in spring. I think that people are maybe just gonna wear a little blush, mascara, and chapstick. Like, I don't see people putting on foundation unless they make it look like a no makeup look. It's gonna be very, very natural. That tanned look with some freckles, maybe a little highlighter, but honestly, maybe not. Just very minimal unless you're really going out. But focus is really more so on the fashion and less on the makeup right now. Lastly, for our fashion, the last thing I want to talk about is, of course, sunglasses. I think that in terms of sunglasses, it's going to be fun sunglass designs, whether that's a colorful rim or like, something that's trendy but still a little bit edgy. Like, take a trend and put a little twist on it so it's something new. That is definitely going to be trending. Or classic James Dean, like cool vibes sunglasses is what I see in terms of sunglasses. So that's pretty much it for fashion. Let's talk about must-haves. So the very first must-have, well, actually, before I get into must-haves / essentials, I do want to let you know that any must-have is going to be linked in my Instagram as long as I mention a specific product. If I just say something in general, I'm not going to link it. But if I say like, oh, this brand or oh, this specific thing, I will link it, and I'll put a story highlight on at That Girl The Pod's Instagram that says spring must-haves or something like that, spring faves. And it's just all the essentials that I specifically named. And then if not, I'll leave it up to you to kind of find a brand, and I'm not going to put it in there. But I just wanted to put an easy place for you to find the links to all of these. So the very first one is a Brita water bottle with a filter. So Brita makes these water bottles that have filters in them. So you can put tap water in there and it filters it for you before you drink it. So highly recommend. My dog ate mine, so I need to get a new one. But I am definitely recommending this because, girl, you need to drink your water, and this is the way to do it. Like 100%. This is the way to do it. Like, to get your water in, make sure that it's filtered at all times and clean. Have it on you at all times. It fits in a cup holder. Highly recommend. Next, we need to talk about your skin. Obviously, you need to wash your face and things like that, but you also need a good sunscreen or moisturizer. So this is what I recommend. In terms of moisturizers, my all-time favorite is, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's like Laneige. but it's Laneige. I think I'll link it in my Instagram like I mentioned, but they have three products that I swear by, but for this I'll just mention two. I literally love them. Everything I've tried with them has worked magic. It's a little bit pricier. They have them at Sephora. But I've tried cheaper versions and I just can't find anything that does it as good as they do. So the one product that I use twice a day is their moisturizer. And then they also have a sleep mask that I actually have on right now that I really love. And then they also have a lip mask that I love, especially in the summer when my lips are chapped. I'm telling you guys, I noticed a difference after using it once. Like, I love them. Please sponsor me, guys. I literally am obsessed. When it comes to sunscreen, I have two things that I use. So my skin tint has sunscreen in it. But I kind of have a love-hate relationship with skin tint because the thing is, if I'm going to wear something on my face that has any sort of coverage, I want it to be full coverage. Like, I want it to cover my acne. I don't want it to, like, halfway cover it. But the skin tint I use, I think it's by Ilia, Ilia. It doesn't have full coverage at all. Like, at all. Not even a little. Like, you can see every little thing. So, I'm kind of not really into it, but it does have 40% or 40 SPF sunscreen in it. So, that's good. My sunscreen that I like, the other option, is from Target, and it's literally like a green sunscreen slash moisturizer, and it's to kind of minimize the red in your face and even it out. And I do like it. I don't use it a ton. I honestly should use it more, but it is very thick. So I will post it, but I haven't really found a sunscreen I'm in love with yet. So if you guys know of one, I don't know if the moisturizer, like the Laneige, I swear if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm going to be so embarrassed. I don't know if they make a sunscreen. I should probably check, but those two are the ones I use right now. And like I said, I'm not obsessed with them. Next essential is a picnic blanket or beach towel or yoga situation, yoga mat, so that you can sit down outside, whether you're reading a book, whether you're doing work, whether you're doing yoga, whether you're meditating, whether you're just tanning. Get you a blanket, towel you can keep anywhere that you can just sit on. If you're going to sit on your couch and do something, you might as well sit outside and do something. It's better for you. Get out in nature. You got this. I recommend the towels that are low-key decor in the kitchen slash home decor area of Target. I'll see if I can find one exactly. And if I can, I will link it on my Instagram story like I mentioned. But I do swear by them. Like, literally, I've bought two from them now on totally different years, totally different seasons. And I don't know what it is. I like the quality of the fabric. It's not too thick, but it's also not, like, super thin. So, and it's, like, a fun design. So I feel like I can just keep it out or take it in the car or whatever. And it's not, like, a Disney princess towel or something. Next must-have for the summer is a savings account. This is just your reminder to start one if you haven't already. Just a little friendly reminder. Start your savings account. Keep adding to it. Hot girls have a backup plan if they need it, aka a savings account. Okay, moving on. Another essential is you need to have a local fave or multiple local fave small businesses. Why? Why do you ask? Because when I talk about this, I'm talking about coffee shops. I'm talking about farmers markets. I am talking about thrift shops. These are things that just make the world go round and contribute to your hot girl summer by aiding your ability to romanticize your life. That is why I consider them a must-have. I don't know what I would do without mine, but especially in the summer when it's easier to, like, hop around to all these small businesses in my area. It's just, like, a fun thing to do, and I highly recommend it. Another thing is some sort of outdoor dining, whether that's a patio, whether you're eating at home, whether you're going out. I'd say to go out at least once a week because it's just good for the soul. It's just, like, do it while you can, because if you live somewhere like I do where we have all 4 seasons, you're not always going to be able to do it, and you're going to wish you could at times. So definitely do that. Highly recommend it. Next, we kind of already talked about the trend side of this, but make sure you have a claw clip or a scrunchie on you at all times. It gets hot out. I have thick hair, so I never know. I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna wear my hair down today. It'll be fine. Then by the end of the day, I put it back up, even in the winter. So just make sure you have one of those in case you need to throw your hair up. It gets really hot. Keep them in your car. Hot girls are prepared. And lastly, because we love mental stimulation, a good book. Doesn't matter if it's fiction, doesn't matter if it's nonfiction, romance, true crime, whatever you are feeling, make sure you're stimulating your brain in some way. I'm currently reading Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey, and then Find Your Why by Simon, I think it's Simek? I don't know how to pronounce this name. But Find Your Why is all about finding your why in life, like what keeps you going, why you do things. And it's super, super good. It's kind of like an interactive workbook in a way. So I highly recommend you checking that one out. Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey is also, I don't know why I keep saying his last name weird. Sorry. Been a long day. It's also way more motivating than I expected it to be. So I will link both of those on my Instagram story, just so that you can kind of see them. But I'm listening to the free version of Matthew McConaughey on YouTube, so it's not him. He does narrate the book on, I think, Audible, so you can buy that for like $15, and I've heard it's amazing and kind of sounds like a book, or it kind of sounds like a movie, and it's a very quick read because his voice is so calm. So definitely check that out. All right, well, that is my complete guide to your hot girl summer. Thank you for listening and listening to both parts if you have. I really enjoyed putting this together. Let me know if there's anything else you kind of want me to give you a guide for, whether that's like going to college, going to work, whatever it may be. I love you guys so much. Like I mentioned, if you haven't already, don't forget to leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you guys haven't already followed me on the platform you're listening on, what are you doing, girl? You're already here. Go ahead and follow. Don't be shy. Join a community of girlies working to become the best version of ourselves. Whatever that may mean or look like to you, let's do it together. All right. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I upload every single Sunday and Wednesday, and I will, I guess, see you in my next episode. I'm completely forgetting my outro, but it's fine. Okay. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys. Talk to you soon. All right. Why can't I talk today? I'm going to go now. Okay. Love you.